In my last video, I said that I was going to make a predictions video leading up to the final 2 episodes of WandaVision. And so that video is this one. In this video, I'm going to give you 5 predictions of what character we could see in WandaVision that was referenced by Paul Bettany himself, saying that this was an actor he's always wanted to work with. If you like this type of content, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Also, if you're brand new, consider subscribing to the channel for more content just like this, as I post content every single week. Let's break down 5 characters that we could see in these last 2 episodes of WandaVision. I'm going to start off with characters that are more probable. These are characters that are already in the MCU that could just easily step into the fold here and make a surprise cameo in WandaVision. And then I'm going to move into some that are kind of outside of the potential realm. These are characters that I would love to see personally, but I'm also going to give you reasons as to why they make sense for this show. Let's start off with probably one of the most obvious, Doctor Strange himself, Benedict Cumberbatch. He is British. We know that him and Paul Bettany, they're both from that side of the pond, which is really cool. However, one thing that you need to know is that Doctor Strange and Vision have never shared a scene together. So even in Infinity War, Doctor Strange is off with Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man the entire time, as well as Spider-Man, whereas Vision was with Captain America, so the two sides were separated. What would make this interesting is that we know that WandaVision is going to lead into Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. I do believe that there's going to be some type of at least scene, maybe even a post-credit scene with Doctor Strange and how all of this is going to basically fall into his hands. And it makes sense. I mean, if you bring him into this series, maybe this whole East View anomaly actually is the basis for which Doctor Strange 2 starts. And that would be kind of fun and very interesting, because we're seeing that this is starting to get more dark as Agatha's been revealed. She's a witch, and maybe Doctor Strange will have to come with Wanda to try to take down Agatha. Maybe even in the final 2 episodes. I don't even know. So I think Doctor Strange is very likely to pop up in the final 2 episodes here of WandaVision. The next one, this one really just kind of directly matches or lines up with Monica Rambeau, and that's Carol Danvers, Captain Marvel, Brie Larson. I think that this one is not as probable as Doctor Strange as we've gone farther and farther on to the show. I do believe, though, that it would make a lot of sense. Monica Rambeau has powers. Maybe Captain Marvel will have to come and try to help with this anomaly situation. Maybe Monica Rambeau herself will call her to her aid. I don't really know what's going to happen. We know that there's some bad blood right now between Carol Danvers and Monica Rambeau, potentially because she wasn't there for the passing of her mom or when her mom was sick. I think that there's going to have to be some type of relationship that is cured between the two, so that way they can kind of live in harmony and be back to being there for one another. Because the thing that's very interesting is now Monica Rambeau, not even gonna lie, I literally just saw a spider crawling on the wall. I'm keeping that in the video. That was hilarious. Monica Rambeau, now that she has powers, it's going to be very interesting to see how she is able to relate with Captain Marvel, because here's the big thing that's going to happen, is that they're going to have to connect this bridge, bring together their relationship again, and try their best to work at it, because Monica Rambeau doesn't really have much. She has Carol Danvers. Carol Danvers could be like a motherly figure to her and also help her in harnessing and controlling her powers. The next 3 are those characters that I think are out of maybe the potential, maybe out of the realm, but this first character I'm going to introduce is one that could make sense, and that is Blade, Mahershala Ali's Blade. I've been thinking more and more about this character and how this character could be introduced in the MCU, and especially through WandaVision. We know Mahershala Ali is going to be Blade. We've known that for a while. And it would only make sense that they release this news because maybe, just maybe, he's going to show up either in WandaVision or even Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. And I would absolutely love that. Look, Mephisto is the devil in the MCU. He represents the devil. He is the devil in this universe. And What do we know about Blade? He is basically the assassin of the underworld. It would only make sense that he'd want to be going after the devil himself, Mephisto. Maybe he's been trying to kind of research about Mephisto because he's known that Mephisto is going to come into the MCU at some point in time. Maybe they'll have to call on him because he is the expert in demonology and things like that, which is kind of almost out of the realm of like Wanda and Monica Rambeau and Jimmy Woo and all these other players in this world. He would make sense potentially to show up in WandaVision. That would be really cool to see Mahershala Ali as well in this show. Like, that would be insane. We've known about it. It'd be a big reveal. And it's also, I really could see Paul Bettany really wanting to work with Mahershala Ali because he's a 2-time Academy Award winner. And he's a guy that I think a lot of people would love to see in the MCU, and he'd be a big shock for everybody, even though we already know that he is going to be Blade. The next character is going to be Magneto in the form of Ian McKellen. I think that this makes a lot of sense, especially when it comes to Paul Bettany saying this is an actor he's always wanted to work with. Who is more British and more respectable than Ian McKellen? I don't think there's anybody on this planet who is from England who says Ian McKellen is not the most respectable and most genius actor there is from England. That would just be the icing on the cake. And look, it would have to be a small cameo. I get that. It would have to kind of tie into the multiverse, obviously, but maybe he has to come in as the fatherly figure to help Wanda in this situation. There's a lot of different ways that they could kind of put this character into place. I still think that Magneto as Ian McKellen would make more sense maybe than Michael Fassbender, even though Fassbender does make sense as well. But like Ian McKellen, like, come on, Paul Bettany's always wanted to work with Ian McKellen. Let's be honest here, guys. And the last character that I think could become a player in WandaVision, the one that we've already been speculating for weeks now. We didn't see it in this last episode, unfortunately, but I'm still going with Reed Richards. That's right. I think Reed Richards still has a potential chance to show up in WandaVision. It's a very small chance now, like barely there. It's barely hanging on for me, but I think that would just be something that would tie into the Fantastic Four and how they're going to come in to the MCU as a whole. Now, granted, I think this is the one that also really doesn't make the most sense because why would we need Reed Richards now? Like, we needed him last week, and when he wasn't revealed to be Reed Richards, that character was revealed to be somebody else, somebody random. Why now does Reed Richards make sense in the equation? I don't know, but it would still be cool. And it's the most outlandish one now because I just don't think it's actually going to happen. But I still think it would be fun, man. John Krasinski, Reed Richards. Yeah, man, that'd be really cool. Found the character of Reed Richards in WandaVision, having to help out with something, maybe helping out Darcy, maybe helping out Wu, I don't know. Those are my 5 predictions on which character is Paul Bettany talking about for showing up in one of the final 2 episodes of WandaVision. Let me know your guys' thoughts, though, down below in the comment section of this video. Let's have a conversation. What characters or what actors even do you think could show up in WandaVision for these last 2 episodes? Let me know. I'm always interested in hearing what you guys have to say down below in the comment section of this video. Again, if you like this type of video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Also, if you're brand new, consider subscribing to the channel for more content just like this. I am so looking forward to episode 8 of WandaVision. I hope you guys are as well. All of our questions will be answered very soon. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.